Oh, let's see how long this stream lasts. So I realized I've been really neglecting my stream and Skyrim for that matter, but it's for this game. This is Dauntless. So in Dauntless, the main this is kind of the central hub, Ramsgate. There are a lot of rams here you can use for hype ups. It doesn't actually give you anything called a hype up. That's just what we call it. You know, you just go and headbutt a ram. Hype up for a hunt. There is lag in Ramsgate. There are also these cool little things here. Seismic Signals? Yes. You collect 10 of those every day, and it just gives you a little extra perk. There's a couple of dogs that you can give scritches to. You can also dance on them. I may not be able to. Yeah. That's what I do. We salute to the guys with the crowns on their heads. They're top tier trial members. This is Gregorio Flint. He'll give you vault coins.
You're slaying
it. Today though I wanted to just kind of show you a little Ramsgate. These are this is the middleman, and he will upgrade cells and sell cells to you. Good morning, Sam. So I have a few that I use and several that I don't. My suggestion with cells is do not sell them for a very, very long time. You can use platinum to open up extra, I think those are 500. My eyesight's awful with the small print. I don't use my platinum for much. And this is also a game that you can spend real world money on. I do not. So I do not want, but I have two, so I'll fuse them. I figure I'll eventually sell it, but you don't want to for a good while because you need your cells to upgrade your loadouts. Give yourself some extra perks. So, alright, in Ramsgate, you start out right here, you come in on your ship. We cannot go down to the ships. I think it's pretty ridiculous. But these are the ships that you depart on. So this is the main gate. You already saw me open a core. This is the middleman who deals in cells. This is Katerin Sorrell. She's your mentor.
Wanna talk?
She can explain all of your weapons. So you got your strikers, which are kind of the martial artist weapon class. Your repeaters. You would think for distance, but they're really not. You want to still stay pretty close. But they do give you a little bit more of a gap. You got your war pike, which is not as fast as a sword, but not as slow as like an axe or a hammer. You have your chain blades, another good distance weapon. You can kind of keep a distance, close the gap a little bit easier, use less stamina. The hammer, very slow, cumbersome, powerful. Really good against the bigger behemoths that don't move very quick. The ones that do, you can use your weapon charge to shoot them. And the axe, another sort of slower, more cumbersome, less so than the hammer, more so than the war pike. Extremely powerful. My favorite. Oh yeah. If you've ever played Rogue Galaxy, there is a move that your main hero does called Illusion Sword, and that's immediately what I thought of when I used this special mod. And yeah, definitely. So here's Bosun Marcus. He is your alchemy craftsman. As you go through the game, you'll open up different consumables. I have a few.
Steady on, Skipper.
Let's see. Oh, over here is the Farslayer. I've just met her. I'm doing something actually right now for her, so I won't be continuing that right now. She's extremely quiet though, so when she talks, she really kind of, when she first talks to you, it's kind of confusing.
Yes.
She'll yell at you. I've done everything that she needs for now. Over here we have the Lady Luck and another pup. Hello, puppy. She runs the trials. I've only talked to her once. I haven't even opened trials yet, so. But once you start the trials, you can get on this board. So, looks like we have several PC players on the top. Wow, 55 seconds flat with strikers. All of them are using strikers. Look at that. Most powerful weapon in the game. It's, if you want to just get her done. A lot of PC players on here. Some PlayStation. The ones that don't have a console next to them are PlayStation, because that's what I use. These are all PC, and then there's one little Xbox there. Up here is the center square. You have your Weapons Master Wills. You've got the Scarred Master, who has all the schematics for the strikers. Admiral's Eye does your repeaters. Someone's here. Oh, they must have gone on a hunt. Ark and Drew. I might actually be able to make my Koshai's.
Duty is to knowledge.
Nice. I think that's it. So he holds the lanterns.
Be sure to log anything unusual.
So these are the loadouts. Like I said, I use swords. So I'm working on a medic main build. Kind of curious what this does. Okay. Let's see, my utility is medic. So now I'm +3 medic, or +6 medic, which it just increases, this increases my ability to raise downed players. Fireproof, eventually, if I can get one more cell, I'll be immune to fire, and here I'll be immune to shocked. Fire, of course, does residual damage, and shocked status keeps you from using your consumables, which is what I kind of need to use. Being a backup. Right now I use grenades, but I'm working on getting pylons so that I can start using them. It'll all make sense if you're in the game or once you start playing. So I have a neutral set and a frost set, blaze set, terra set, and a shock set. And then my main loadout. And then I'll open these slots later. Right now I'm only a level 26, so it'll take a bit. So we'll do a patrol. I'll just do a private hunt. I'm not the best, so this might not turn out well. So patrols give you orbs, which you will need in upgrades. The Nasher's pretty simple. So you want to pick up these little orbs to fill your lantern. The more full you have it before you go into battle, the better off you will be. And you just want to collect everything, because everything is able to be used either in your alchemical recipes or upgrades. Some sky bloom, phoenix opal, as always. Plenty of collectibles, gatherables between you and your behemoth. Ooh. That's new. I like that. See what it does when I'm actually fighting. There he is. Hey fella. So when you first get into a battle, he's gonna come right at me. Trying to talk here, pal. There are a few ways you can let your teammates know. You can either do a quick chat, or easiest way is to just send up your signal flare. Everybody has one. They all look different. They're easy to get. likes to roll and slap. He's nothing compared to his cousins. The Rage Tail is my least favorite. Whoa! Oh, ended up working out. Stagger is the most annoying effect. I play with them a lot because I want all the parts. Here we go. Whoa! I actually wasn't expecting that. The only thing about Valiant Overdrive is while you can't be staggered, you can still be injured. So you just gotta stay healthy. The Rage Tail, when he... Oh, there's a stagger there. Hello. Okay, so there's a distance there that I need to think about. I like to save my stamina. So now he's enraged. And my weapon is Rage Hunter. Oh, I need to stop doing that. And it's okay to fall a few times. You've got your self-revives. I hear that in Heroic Plus hunts, you only get one, so you want to use it wisely. Oh, I apparently haven't broken your face yet. Let me remedy that. They get mad. So if you notice the numbers here, you've got gray, white, and some yellow numbers. Well, those aren't yellow anymore. Looks like I've got everything but your tail. So your white numbers are for parts you've broken. If it shows up yellow, that means it hasn't been broken yet. And you want to break all your parts before you kill the behemoth, slay the behemoth, if you can. Give me that tail, pal. Alright. So that's an Asher down. Which is fine. What did I get? That's not bad. See, I don't do speed runs, if you can tell. I just take my time, break all the parts. That's what I really like to have. I like to get parts and orbs. You don't get a lot of rares or epics from the lower levels. That's the gist of the game, though. I'll show you the weapons that you can craft. And then I'll probably get off of here and finish getting ready to head out. I ended up with an extra hour, so hello. I always salute at the heroes. Oh, you're kind of cool looking. So here we have Wills Borman.
Always good to see you, friend.
He's always happy to see me, so I'm just working on my... I really need to do more frost and shock patrols, I tell you. But I'm just working on swords. I have my Rage Hunter, which I'm using now. My Raging Blade, and then I'll be going into chains. I already have a couple. I'm just waiting. But if you'll notice, the different blades have different perks. Something to be considered. This, of course, is not going to give you anything. It's just the beginning sword. You start out with the training sword, and then you equip the recruit sword, and you'll just go from there. Each weapon has a different mastery set, which will give you cores. In cores, you'll find alchemical items for consumables. You'll find cells, ace chips, which can be used to in the manufacture of cells. So these just all have a different look. They all have different perks. Some do elemental damage, some do not.
Stay alive, Slayer.
Wills is always giggling. Here's Admiral Zai.
Ah, there you are.
You can come to him to craft grenades, which I use a lot. Repeaters. So you've got your barrel here, which I just use the standard barrel so that I'm not worried about any elemental damage. I'm concerned about damage. So these are what I use for now because that's what I have open. And then the Stoneheart Prism, dealing damage, has a chance based on the damage dealt to grant a stacking, refreshing 30 health shield, which is nice to have. I
The
need
Austrian
more
Navy thanks you.
dull arc stones, so I'll take you on a dire patrol. I already showed you the lanterns. They add perks as well that can also help your teammates, which I'll also show you. I haven't made any strikers. I'm just not a powerhouse, I guess. I like to play support more.
Never stop learning, Slayer.
And then you have Moira.
There you are.
She's also always happy to see you. I need 8 pristine moon feathers. Yes. That's what they are that I'm missing. I also need more dull arc stones. But if you'll also notice on your different armor pieces, you have perks. So you can mix and match based on your style of play. I would not suggest Lucent to anybody. Definitely depends on your play style. I would check it out. I personally will never use anything with Lucent on it. Let's see, right now I am using the Volcanic Helm for extra fireproof, the Shocking Heart for my medic, also insulated and conditioning, which raises your stamina regeneration. And then of course the Koshai's Bloom with a medic cell, and the Raging Blade with another medic cell and a fireproof cell. So right now I'm going to change my weapon. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Skarn's Rancor. Go ahead and raise my pacifier, and do I have another bloodless or another number 2 or 3? Iceborne is what my son uses. Warmth is, that's another cell I'm working on for my, when I go into just frost. I guess I'll be more insulated. That's fine. 4 and 4. When I was talking about mods, you have a couple of different mods you can use and a couple of different specials you can use. So I choose Valiant Overdrive. I've seen Ardent Cyclone, and I'm good with Valiant Overdrive. And Adhesive Hilt is what keeps you from getting knocked down when you're in special. But like I said, even though you can't be staggered, you can still be injured, so definitely watch your health. I haven't really tried this one, and I'm not going to start. But I don't really like Koshai's Bloom as much as I do Skarn's Defense, so I think I'll stay with, I'll keep this one. So right now I'm +5 medic, and then 4 fireproof and insulated, and pacifier, which is good to have. I need to get more cells for these two as well. So we'll go on a dire patrol. And I'm going to fill this one. So you can choose to go in alone or with a team that you like. You can build a guild with your friends. You can just play with random people, which I'm about to do, so I won't be talking much. Kind of curious what it will come up against. I still have to find a Dreadfrost Boreas, so we'll see what we have here. I have all that I can between 8 and 12, so it could be anything. And you don't have to go right away. You can just hang out. It'll pull you in automatically. And stand in the square and use your emotes. And away we go. To the ship. Just thought I'd bring you all to the party. Mm-hmm. Haha. Okay, so definitely the Rift Stalker is tough, but doable. You just you gotta you just gotta swing it, or be pummeling it and breaking its parts. Keep it staggered. But that's the gist of a dire patrol, and that gives you dull arc stones. which you'll need in the higher level. Shining Arcstones, of course, are
Oh, please. You don't have to salute.
some of the very best. Okay, yeah. That's what I figured. I was just upgrading some things. I need more Shining Arcstones. And Dull Arcstones. I'll have to get Sam to take me on some heroic hunts later. But that's the gist of Dauntless. And I've been neglecting Skyrim for Dauntless. Alright, so I'm off. Thanks for watching. If you do, you can come play sometime.